friends, good to see you again. Thanks so much for tuning in again this week. I am obviously not on Icon of the Seas. I've got my woolly jumper. It's turned very cold at home now, but we are going somewhere a lot warmer. And at the end of this vlog, me and Paul do sample the Empire Supper Club on board the Icon of the Seas. What an experience. Stay tuned for that. It's absolutely amazing. We drink lots of cocktails and do lots of rambling and eat some amazing food. But before that, we head over to Coco, Royal Caribbean's island. So join us in the beautiful warm climes. Perfect day at Coco. I'll see you there.
It's 6:20 in the morning. Bit different than at night. So you've got blur rails on the left, on the top, schooner bar, and below is the Pointing Feather. Giovanni's is the Italian across the top. We've not been there, it's not got great reports, so that's the proper Starbucks that you've got to pay for. At the back you've got Julian pianos and the karaoke down at the bottom. All the excursions you can come here for from photo packages. And this is the Pearl Cafe, this is open 24/7. That's the Pearl. Inside Svento's, that you just like go and pick up pizza. It's generally margarita and pepperoni, and then they've had a special on, so somebody's love barbecue chicken. Coke freestyle machines are just here on this level. If you walk down, there is an ATM machine hidden behind the back of here, should you need it. Doesn't say it charges. You think if they take them on out to spend on the ship, they won't charge you. But you never know. Starbucks here, they do charge you there. That's everything even if you've got the beverage packages, that's all chargeable. Little cafe up here. Then they've got 1400 bar behind here, Pointing Feather here. At the back of there's a darts board. Customer services on the right hand side here. Toilets. There's a set here just behind the back of here. At the back of the port merchants, you'll see they have like lots of little amenity bits and pieces you might need. Paracetamol, I think they've got in there as well. That opens though today 5:45 to 11 PM, so it's not open all the time. And these are the athletes. Today's perfect day at Coco Day. So walk into the water cabana, past the ship on your right, towards Captain Jack's. Take her out onto Sandy Lane. Beach wheelchairs available, so that's coming down Sandy Lane. There's some restrooms here as well. So just at this point where the restaurant is, you're going to take a right and pass towards it. Oh, it's humid. Towards the up and away. That's the restrooms, it's left here, Coco Beach Club.
room. You do have a mirror in here, a shower. It is fresh water. We do need to pull it again to turn it off. There we go. Got a hook. Your bin is located under here. You can see lots of cans in there already. If you are on the drinks package, you get access to this fridge, otherwise you can buy these. So obviously you got all your soft drinks on the top there. My kids have tried to sneak a crafty Red Bull. They're not allowed Red Bull. All your hard seltzers here, wine in a can. We've got fizzy wine in a can, margarita. And we've got some twisted tea, which is like alcoholic iced tea. We've got some Corona. Right, what is this? So, Michelob. It looks like Michelob. I don't think I'm saying that right, probably. So it actually tells you the carbs on your beer, which is an unusual thing. I think that's because it's a light version, because it's supposed to be low carb. I tell you what I have found though about the beers is that they don't have the percentage written on them. So usually you'd have like your 3.5 or your 4 point something percent. And then we've got these, which me and Paul have had one each. So I had the light and he had the regular Sans beer, which is from the Bahamas. So we tried that. Here I swapped a voiceover because you couldn't hear what I was saying. It was so windy. On the kids menu we'd had hamburger, fish sandwich, chicken tenders, chicken wings, mac and cheese with a few different sides. On the main menu we had a selection of starters. The food quality was very good on the island and it was all included. You had burger, filet mignon, grouper and lobster. They had a selection of drinks. You could order any drink you can possibly imagine from the bar and they would bring it over. That includes all your cocktails. We were on the premium drinks package, so we got that included. And then it told you a little bit about seagrasses and some safety rules on using the slide. This was the tap for the slide, so this was fresh water. You did have to turn that tap off when you weren't using the slide. We also had a ladder down into the sea. And this footage was filmed a little bit later in the day, so this is actually after our lunch we're filming this, but I'll put it a little bit earlier in the video just so you can get a good look at the cabana. And as you can see, the tide's gone out a little bit, so when we first arrived it was a lot deeper. However, because the tide had gone out, you can see there are people walking at the back there. The water, I could not touch the bottom, so it was around, I'd say 7 foot deep, even with the tide out. You got a couple of floats included with the cabana. The kids made great use of them, and a couple of snorkels as well. However, we did bring our own snorkels. You had lounges, lots of comfortable chairs, a dining table. However, if you were to use that dining table, I do think the birds would have been all over your food. We kept it under the cover. In this table, this did lift up and it was full of iced bottled water, Evian water. Need to keep hydrated, especially in that salt water, swimming around in the sea.
All right.
It's not as bad as what you did.
Come on, Laurie, your turn. Well done.
Could this be any more perfect? I don't think so. It's the most beautiful thing. It's just the most beautiful thing. We have a full fridge stocked with different bottles, beers, any drink that you want, attendant that comes, and then we'll bring you food and drinks. We've got the shaded area. We've got a fan in there. It's very windy today. You'll be able to hear that actually, won't you? You'll be able to hear it's very windy. It's just absolutely amazing. I've been reading this book. It's a very good holiday read, nice and thick. It's been wet a few times now. I don't look after my books, obviously. I think somebody else had it. We have a book swap near where we live. It was already quite wet. I think somebody's taken it on holiday, so I'm probably the second person to do that with this book. Good summer read. It's really easy read. It's quite uplifting and quite funny. It's good. And because of that wind, you don't feel too warm. It's just lovely. It's just perfect. It is a perfect day at Coco.
After our arrival at the cabana, the attendant did bring over some snacks. They brought a whole seafood platter, so if that is something that you would enjoy, they had a lobster tail on there, shrimp, lots of different fish. It would have been wasted on us, so we did send that back for somebody else to enjoy. But we did have this with the vegetable crudités, the pita bread, some tzatziki, some hummus and some baba ganoush. This hammock was one of my favourite places to sit, right above the water. You could see the water below you, see, smell, have the sounds. It was fantastic and very comfortable.
Any food you order comes in these containers. You need to try and keep it closed if you can because of the birds.
For lunch, Paul ordered these fingerling potatoes with a chimichurri steak and some veggies, some grilled chicken breast, seasoned chicken breast, and Laurie ordered a cheeseburger and fries.
When the guy brought the desserts, we sort of like just all fell upon them. But I'll show you what we got. We have eaten some of it. This is the story of my life, isn't it? Everything I show you, I've eaten a bit of it. So let's not stop that now.
Let's have a look at our half-eaten desserts there. So automatically they bring you a sample of all the desserts. We had chocolate chip cookie, chocolate cake, we had fruit salad and this rum cake with cream and strawberries.
Look how clear this water is. Seawater. Wow. Look at that. You wouldn't want to drink it though, would you, babe? It's lovely and warm, this sea that we're floating about in. This bird is like, chase me, chase me. He's looking over his shoulder at me. Ah, there you go. Wow, it's red hot on here. So just at the end of the pier, this is where the restrooms are. So the toilets, honestly, I've been to them multiple times now because I've been drinking lots of water. I must have been about 8 times. And they are as clean as what they were when I first went in this morning. They smell beautiful. Do such a good job at just keeping everything pristine and beautiful. Not only do they smell good, and they're very cool and cold in this heat. Look at this cool mirror. And the staff keep topping up this pyramid of towels. Looks like it's just been done. You do get access to this beach club as well, which is here, and this pool area as part of your price of your cabana. Numbers are limited on this side, so it's a little bit quieter than the other beaches. Me and Laurie found some rocking chairs. There is free water, is it over there? Yeah. You can just pay just to get in this area without a cabana. So then you would get your water from there, and the beach bar is there, and the restaurant, and if you've got the deluxe drinks package, it also works on Coco, so you can get all your drinks for free at that bar. We've got hammocks on the side.
We're leaving after a day at the cabana.
We really enjoyed our day at Coco Cay. We had hired that cabana over the sea. That was a once in a lifetime experience. We had really splurged on that, so we booked that through the app before we came. That was $1,000. I appreciate that is a lot of money. The price does fluctuate before you come, so do keep checking the app. And if you can share with another family, that would bring the price down even further.
We're back in the room. My hair, it looks like I'm auditioning for a part as the Scarecrow. All that salt. So it took us a little while to get back on the ship. We set off just after 4. You had to get back on the ship at 5. We are at Supper Club tonight. We're probably going to have to set off from here at 6. So it's about a 10-15 minute walk from where, it depends on where you are in the island, but from the cabanas back to the ship. And then you've got to go through a bag check and security, which was only about 10 minutes, but it was claustrophobic. In there, it was quite like small and hemmed in, but it was fine. They got you through quickly. It took about 25 minutes overall. So now we're all vying for the shower. Laurie's already got in. I'm desperate to get in.
After a very speedy turnaround, we headed out to the supper club. The supper club had unlimited champagne at the beginning of the evening, and then they had a cocktail pairing with each course. The music also complemented the food, a different song for each course. Here is a list of the cocktails, and right at the end was the toasted almond, which was my favourite, a dessert in a glass.
A bit ago was caviar.
I knew that was caviar and it was cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
Amuse-bouche. Is it amuse-bouche?
Bouche mouche.
So it's almost like a croissant. The butter is whipped and salty. It's got honey on the top, and it's sweet and salty. That's what I'd say. It's really nice and it's warm.
What did you think of your quinoa salad? It came with beetroot. Now Paul does not like beetroot.
I don't, but it's very nice with that. There's the sweet elements of the one with the beetroot and the quinoa. Were really nice. Good. I enjoyed that.
Mine was the oyster, and it says it was crispy oyster, Rockefeller, chorizo béarnaise, sun-dried romaine and micro basil. Sun-dried romaine must have been a sun-dried tomato. Oh my gosh, it was really good. It was so nice. It's the first time I've ever had oysters. It was a completely different experience, I think, to having a uncooked oyster and knocking it back. It was really good.
So could you please tell me exactly what he just told you?
So this is a Staten Island spritz. It has limoncello, Campari, it's champagne. It was citrus. I know it's heavy on the citrus, and it has vodka.
It does. There you go. That was the first one.
Vodka in it. I haven't tasted it yet. Would you like me to taste this?
Yes,
on
please
camera?
do.
Already quite giddy after the champagne. It's lovely. It's very nice. It is not too sweet. It is very delicious. And if you like limoncello as well, it's that taste to it.
So I'm gonna try mine. I do like it a bit sweeter than Amy does. It's a bit more bitter, whereas I prefer it a bit more sweeter.
Yes,
but
you do.
it's very nice also.
I think they'll go sweeter as the night
goes
goes
on.
on.
Yeah.
You can't go from sweet to sour, but you can go the other way.
Thank you very much.
Lady, do you remember on Food and Drink? And there's a lady who had blonde, really curly, tight hair. Do you not used to watch Food and Drink when you were a kid?
Nope.
And she used to be
Oh, I
very
did.
posh.
Yeah, I remember.
She used to be gesturing and very passionate
We'll come
about
back to
her
that
alcohol.
afterwards. She looked like she enjoyed a drink.
She did, yeah.
I know someone else enjoys a drink with curly hair. So this is what we've got, the ravioli with Moon River playing and our new drinks.
Raviolo, because
Raviolo.
it's one piece of pasta
Singular.
apparently. It's singular, so it must be folded and then crimped. Must be.
Must be.
So this is blood and sand. This is to go with the langoustine, but me and Paul aren't having the langoustine. We're having a risotto on request. What do you think of this one?
Strong.
Strong? Is it quite sweet?
It's quite sweet.
It's got scotch, hasn't it, in it?
Yeah, so it's strong, citrusy, sweet. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice that you can feel it when you're throat.
Oh. So this course was a risotto. It was a cheese risotto, I would say, with it was very rich, and it had truffle oil, I think, on there, didn't it? And parmesan. What did you think of that one?
I thought it was very, very nice. I mean, I've cleaned my plate and I'm not a big risotto eater.
This was quite rich, and that's quite sweet, so I think that would go quite well together, really. But east of Houston now, cocktail.
See the collection of glasses.
Yeah, so different cocktail to each course, and this one is to go with the Caesar salad. And what do you make of this cocktail?
Botanical.
Botanical, well that's going to be right up my street then, I love that. The waiter did say it is the most refreshing one of tonight.
Botanical with lemon. Right, that's what I'm going
It's
with.
got some thyme in there as well.
We use a bit of it.
So these butterflies are made from parmesan. And then we've got Caesar salad. These are orchid petals. We've got pink peppercorns.
Really fresh, cheesy,
Yeah.
creamy.
Butterflies all having fun. You don't wanna be. Sleep in peace when day is done. That's what I mean. And this new world is another and a cold world for me. And I'm feeling good.
Take it.
We've got a sorbet now as a palate cleanser.
So on the right is my New York sour, which is bourbon, fresh lemon juice, simple syrup, egg whites, and a claret wine. You can see the Empire Supper Cup symbol there on the ice cube. And then Amy has got the Melita, which is a Pinot Grigio, a liqueur, Diablo Piasco Reservo, fresh lemon, orange juice, simple syrup, Sprite and fresh fruit. And then, but I want a mix one before I drink it. We shall see how that is.
So mine was really, really good. The fish was cooked to perfection. These again were like a parmesan. It came with like a candied beetroot and a celeriac puree. Both very nice, sweet peas as well. Went really well with the drink. The only problem is by this point I'm starting to get really full, so I'm not able to finish it, but it was very nice.
Thank you.
So we've got fresh nutmeg on top of this toasted almond, and it's got vodka, Kahlua, amaretto, heavy cream, and freshly grated nutmeg.
Yes. It tastes like a very, very rich. Posh Baileys, I suppose. Got my little bee. It spilt its honey all over, so I'm going to have to eat that for it as well. And it's on its little honeycomb hive.
Yeah. Do you want to just rotate? Yeah. Excellent. So I've gone for the cheesecake, which has white chocolate, graham crust, marzipan, and juice de leche d'oletta. So the waiter did say this mouse was the hardest to catch. Wow. So as we got our dessert, which mine is very good by the way, it tastes like, if you can imagine a Milky Bar, I don't know if they have a Milky Bar in the US, white chocolate with a caramel style ice cream. I wouldn't say it overly tastes of caramel. It's quite subtle, but it goes well with this. And amaretto biscuits. So if you like amaretto biscuits, beautiful. It is very nice. The textures are very good. And then this. Ooh, it feels amazing. I'm going to show Laurie this and he's going to be very sad he missed this. Oh, wow. I don't want to make a mess. And you get some ganache down there. I'll taste it. This looks like a flaked almond. Yeah. Flaked almond. It looks like freeze-dried berries. And then we've got some sort of truffles here that look like handmade truffles. Wow.
This is my last surprise for you. Our winter treat of Central Park in New York. It's an obsolete red velvet chocolate crumbs, chocolate fudge. Our signature chocolate with the E is 100% vegan. The tree is made of 75% of dark milk chocolate. And on the top we have citrus cotton candy with golden dots. Everything is handmade by our chef. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. We're back from Empire Supper Club. Really enjoyed it. You did as well, didn't you, babe?
I did.
You did. He's no top on. He's no top on now, so I'm not filming. We had a really good time. It was really delicious. At the end, I said, oh, I'd just like to take the chocolate because the chocolate was like a dark chocolate truffle. And I said, can I take this for Laurie? And they put them on a plate and they gave him a couple and some ganache and a little mouse again, another little marzipan mouse. Really enjoyed it. Liked talking as well. The singer came round at the end and had a chat to us. She was from Reading. To be honest, we had quite a lot of drinks, didn't we? But actually, it was just enough. I was worried about being overwhelmed. So if you see other videos and you think, oh, that's too overwhelming, all that food and all that drink, the portion sizes, they were just right, actually. And the drinks,
If you drank them quickly, I'm sure they would fill up your champagne very quickly.
oh yeah.
So I think because we were drinking slowly,
Yeah.
we got that experience. If you wanted to make the most of it,
You could probably neck them
you can neck you.
and they'd just start filling it up and you'd have moe until it were coming out your ears. It's just been perfect, but I just didn't want to be overwhelmed with all the food and drink.
The steak.
Oh yeah. So during the meal I said, right, I'll film you now and you can say what you thought about the steak. And Paul said, I'm not going to tell you what I thought about the steak until we get out. So it wasn't very good, I don't think, from the sound of it. I'm going to have to film you now, but I'll just film your head. I'm not going to film your body.
I can be off screen.
No, you can't.
The steak wasn't bad, given all the other courses were very good. I was expecting a lot of it. So it was Wagyu filet mignon. So I was thinking in my head, I'd built up this thing up as the best steak I was ever going to have. And it wasn't. It was all right. I'd had filet mignon at the cabana on the island earlier.
Today. Yep.
That was
Better, you said.
better.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that's all. We only had that experience around the cabana. I don't know if that's all over the island or if that's just that particular area. I do think that they cook a lot of it on open barbecue pits.
Yeah, you said that you thought it was barbecue.
I thought it was
roasted meats.
I'm pretty certain it were, given the taste, and that was excellent. Absolutely.
And it came with like a ceviche, didn't it? On top, was it like
Something green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something on top, wasn't it?
Yeah,
like
it
a
was.
salsa or
and
something.
it was nice. It was good. So Yeah, so like I say, wasn't a bad piece of steak. I'd just put it in my head that it was going to be like the best piece of Wagyu steak, melt in your mouth, and it didn't. It was a piece of steak.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to say that. Well,
No.
the
So you were just okay,
it was
wasn't
okay.
You enjoyed it. You ate it all.
I ate it all. There was, there was not a piece left on my plate.
No. You did really enjoy it. Don't let that ever put you off going, because the actual experience was amazing, wasn't it? It was just that one thing, really.
Every other course that we had was absolutely fantastic. All the drinks you had were great. The serving staff were next level.
Yeah, they were.
Even compared to the great staff you have on Icon.
Yeah, like they're really accommodating.
And I'd say the staff in there are...
Even next level to that.
Next level to that.
Yeah.
They must be the best.
Yeah, really good.
They just closed the doors. You could have been anywhere. You could have been in 1920s New York. Would we do it again?
I probably would. I really enjoyed it.
would.
I loved
Yeah.
the experience.
So just so you know where we came from with this, before we came here, I wanted to go on it. I booked it. Me and Amy then talked about it, and we cancelled it.
That's me though, because I'm quite fussy as well.
Yeah, and we sort of said, could we spend the money better elsewhere? So I think it were about £240.
For two, yeah. For this is for two.
For two of us. We had the drinks plan.
Yeah, if you don't
So,
have the drinks plan, it's
If you didn't have the
really
drinks
worth
plan,
it.
it's really worth it, because if you're thinking, well, I've had 7 cocktails at $15 each.
Yeah.
We
You
could
get
have
as unlimited champagne.
champagne. You could easily spend the night there and drink your way through it,
Oh yeah,
and
definitely.
have the event and the food as well,
Yeah.
included in it.
Yeah.
But because we have the drinks package anyway when we're on here, it didn't really work out like that for us. But
No. And if you're in a big group, I think you'd all be discussing the food and the drinks, and you'd be having a really good time, wouldn't you? So I think it works out if you're a couple, because it's an experience and there's things going on and you're just chatting and listening to the music. But also if you're in a big group, I think it'd work well for you, because you'd be talking about it. It'd be a conversational piece. You get all these cocktails that match each course. So I think it'd be really good.
then you did find that when we were there, I think there was 2 people there celebrating birthdays, someone there celebrating
A wedding anniversary.
Wedding anniversary. So
Yeah.
it is somewhere that people go to celebrate and have something a bit nicer.
Yeah, it is.
Paul's just having a look at how much the gratuities were.
$18.50.
Yeah, $18.50 per person in your cabin, so
day.
your kids are paying that as well. You can opt to pay that through your travel agent. When you first book your holiday, we were offered it by Virgin anyway. I don't know if that works if you book the cruise direct. I don't know if it's just through a travel agent. I'm not sure. We were offered it by our travel agent at Virgin at the time. Do you want to put gratuities on? We said no, we'll pay for it as we go. Per day,
$18.50.
$18.50 per person in your cabin. The staff work so hard, not begrudging paying the gratuity at all. It's just that you've got to take it into consideration. You've already paid a lot of money for the holiday. If you don't pay that gratuity up front, you've still got to pay it when you get here. So I saw a lot of mixed reviews about that online before I came, sort of saying, well, how do you know that you're going to be happy with the service, and also is it not just something for Royal Caribbean to like keep cash flow up, when really is it actually going to the staff? I'm sure it is. They were just things that I'd read, and we just decided to do it as we went along, just in case we weren't happy with something or something went badly wrong. I mean, we've not done a cruise before, so we weren't sure, but everything's been fantastic. The staff have been fantastic. They deserve the gratuity. So right, we're going to sign off here. Sorry for rambling. We've had a lot of cocktails, haven't we?
We have. It affects some people in other ways more than others.
You're saying that, but you've had more cocktails than me. So, we're going to sign off. Me and Paul are just about to watch some YouTube. We're either going to be watching Lodge Guys or Theme Park Bazaar. So, we'll see you next time tomorrow. I'm so excited. You can see I'm really excited. It's bubbling up within me. Getting a hire car, and we're touring across America, from Miami to Orlando.
That's not across America.
It's
That's
very,
one state. It's about 40. It's like going Manchester to London.
it's too
Across
exciting.
America.
Well, Manchester to London, that's across England. My favourite place in the whole wide world, we're going to Orlando tomorrow. So I cannot wait. And yeah, catch up with you. Please tune in next time. Please give this video a thumbs up. I know we've been rambling. Really enjoy sharing our travels with you guys. So please do give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you enjoy the travel vlogs. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.